Welcome back to more The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. So last time we didn't really have much success with fishing, sadly. But then we continued on our journey and made our way to Eagle's Tower with the help of a rooster. We have the metal ball from the mid-boss of, was it the face dungeon that had it? In any case, we have these pillars that look like they're kind of worse for wear, right? Yeah, about that. We're just gonna take this and completely botch the throw. Cool. Break the pillar. I also neglected to mention something. I was like, oh yeah, there's a thing in, like, that dungeon that we can't actually get, because our inventory is full. I meant to say it's one of these. It's a replacement secret medicine in the face shrine. In that chest, if I'm not mistaken. Because of how convoluted it is with the Switch puzzles, I just opted to not go for it because, frankly, I kind of forgot, to be perfectly honest. This dungeon involves taking this, this metal ball and just chucking it at a variety of pillars. Sounds not too terrible, right? It kind of is terrible. Again, to reiterate what I said last time, I like this dungeon in the same way I like Great Bay. I think it's interestingly designed. It's just really confusing to navigate. By the way, I also neglected to mention something else. And I'm actually forgetting what it was. I was like, I need to bring this up. But then I forgot. Something I skipped over, and then, yeah, something I forgot to show, I meant to bring attention to, and I kind of forgot. Oh, that's what it is, a bottle. Based on the amount of dungeons we've cleared, we should be able to unlock enough dungeon challenges from Dampé to get the last fairy bottle. Again, we're not going to do that quite yet. By the way, dungeon map. See, it's a really small dungeon in terms of base size, but it's very vertical. Hence Eagle's Tower. But yeah, this is the one dungeon where the Switch puzzles really confused me for some reason. I cannot wrap my head around this place. I'm not sure if I went up here, so let's try this. Ow. I'm trying to remember if the, like, mummy Stalfos have different names. Gibdo, that's what it is. They've been around for a while. I thought these pots were, likes for a moment. By the way, I just realized we could break pots with our sword. Okay, that's an interesting move. The reason we can do that is I think we have the level 2 bracelet. That's also what let us push the rooster statue. You can't actually push that statue normally. What the heck am I missing? We're like 5 minutes into this dungeon, and I already feel like I'm missing something really major. And I want to say I need to, like, chuck a bomb at this switch or something, but I don't know how to... Can I reach this? No, I can't. Can I put the bomb away then? Yeah, that's not gonna reach. Boomerang! Even though I don't think you're technically supposed to have the boomerang, like it's not required for any dungeon. Can I just push this block? I can't. And this is why I was concerned about this place. I know before I talked about, like, the dungeons I struggle at are typically the ones... Oh, I see what I'm missing. And I'm also missing the platform. This unintentionally worked out really well, actually, to show off that you can actually walk on these. We are in a place that we're not technically supposed to be yet, I'm pretty sure, because I fell. Hey look, it's a little Kirby. This is, I think, called Anti-Kirby. Again, weird reference. I like how for the remake, they kind of went with Kirby's classic look, because this game would have come out when Kirby had his classic look. It's something you don't really think about, but they actually did redesign Kirby in the modern era. Just, some small tweaks to his design that kind of you don't really think about, like, what would it take to actually, like, redesign Kirby? Okay, so that is not how we're supposed to do that. Maybe we were supposed to do this. Again, this was honestly unintentional. I did not mean to fall down here. It just happened. And, it might work in our favor, actually. Because it gives us a chance to explore a little bit more. That looked like it was above the spikes, which is like, that's mean. So basically, if we had jumped there, it would have been a dead end, so this worked out perfectly fine. Okay, question. I hit the switch, what happens if I fall now? Okay, I know what to do. I think. We need to retrieve the ball from over here, somehow. I don't think we can actually get- okay, we can't get through here. Thank goodness. Again, this just is a lot to wrap your head around on the first playthrough, and it's very easy, I feel like, to get pretty overwhelmed. You got the mirror shield, you can now turn back beams. That's kind of random, isn't it? Getting the mirror shield like this? Alright, so we need to get over there. Okay, so that can also work on the anti-fairies. That's good to know. Gonna hit the switch like that, so I can easily get across. So now we have it on this side. By the way, this barrier is small enough that we can throw the boomerang over it, which is very, very important. So, got more of the little matching enemies. So we have a rematch with a Hinox. We are a lot more powerful now, sadly, for him. So that was anticlimactic. I was gonna say, if that's what they call the midpoint, I was gonna be very upset, because we are not even close to like a fourth of the way through. So there's a place to throw the thing elsewhere, but I want to explore more. It's a Zelda game after all, we should be exploring a lot. I don't think there actually is anything to do, so I'm gonna throw this like so. Again, this is why I both love and, I don't know if I want to say, like, love and hate, that's too strong, but, like, why I simultaneously like and get incredibly frustrated by this dungeon. It's really cool, but it's also a headache at times. That's a rope. The little snake enemy is called a rope. They're in, A Link to the Past, if I'm remembering right. Really early enemy in that game. It's kind of weird seeing them come up here. Hey, Runt, you think you can take me? Alright, boys, get this punk out of my face. Well, this is an interesting setup. So jump slashes obviously are your friend. Obviously, they also dive at you. This feels like it was meant for a 3DS with the depth perception. Ha, you're gonna have to do better than that. If you leave even one alive, I can keep bringing more buddies to help. Here goes, short stuff. What button is jump? Yeah, I'm clearly not good at this. Try once more. I think I need to wait till they actually dive. Unless I'm trying to rush through here. I say this and I get hit anyway. This feels like way more picky than I remember it being. New strategy, I'm gonna hide in the corner. That didn't work. That almost worked, actually. That worked better than it should have, if I'm being blunt. Yeah, actually just hiding in the corner. That worked way better than it should have. You lousy so-and-so, those creeps were some of my best friends. You'll pay. I'll never forget you. For real this time. I'm not exactly, convinced that is an adequate midpoint for this level. That feels way too soon. This level is long, and it feels like we've barely scratched the surface of everything there is to see and do, and yet we have a midpoint. We have the boss key. And yet, well, nightmare key. Again, I keep calling it boss key out of instinct. I'm not even sure which game does that. I keep saying boss key, but like, where do they call it the boss key? I'm legitimately trying to remember now. Okay, so, remember how we threw it? Never mind, this is a different section. See why this is like, why I said this is the Great Bay of this game? Well, that doesn't help me at all. I think we need to drop down on the left side. Yeah, we somehow... I screwed this up. I should have destroyed this pillar, because I'm pretty sure we would have had easy access to it. No, we wouldn't. Actually, maybe. We might have been able to throw it that far. I'm actually not sure. Okay, little oversight. We can actually cross there. We have a lot of pillars to destroy. More of these 3-of-a-kind enemies that should be after red. I am really lucky. That sword beam was perfectly timed, and it very easily could have missed. By the way, if you get it wrong, you don't get penalized, it just resets. Alright, so we need to get the ball over here at some point. Is this the Kirby room? This is the Kirby room. I don't know. Also, there's a Goomba. It's weird seeing the Goomba in the 3D space. I don't know if we went down there yet. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot down there. One of these chests in the upper tier has like a seashell, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like we need to drop down. So I'm gonna do something. I am going to go to the next room, and I'm going to jump down this pit. And I hope it actually is what I'm supposed to do. I think it's what I'm supposed to do. Maybe. Maybe not. Can I make this jump with the Pegasus boots? Again, I'm enjoying this dungeon, but like, man, is it complicated. Can I make that? I don't think I can. Not if you don't hit the button. Definitely not. Okay, barely out of reach. Sneaky. Okay, so we're back in the main room, but what does that really accomplish? Actually, I think it accomplishes quite a bit. Yeah, we couldn't go this way before. Sadly, we can't open this chest. It's only able to be opened from the front. So we need to get to that middle section. Because, yeah, we need to get over there. How do we get over there? Drop from up here, probably. That's probably what we have to do. I haven't defeated these yet. I should, just to see if they give me anything important. That actually is helpful. That's actually really helpful, potentially. Because it can at least be used as a hookshot target, even if the contents of the chest aren't even that worthwhile. Also, I totally forgot we had a key this whole time. But again, one of the things, again, that I simultaneously like and find really confusing is the whole dilemma of, but what can you do now with this knowledge that you have? Yeah, that's the thing that I find simultaneously really, yeah, fascinating and mildly frustrating about this dungeon is it really pushes your limits, your, like, puzzle-solving skills to the limits. This could be a really long series, by the way, just being this dungeon. The next dungeon, again, I'm not even that worried about. This is the one I'm worried about. And yeah, it seems like it's being very justified. Again, I can take some solace in the fact that it feels like from everything I've heard other people say about this game, that this is just kind of the universal Eagles Tower experience, unless you're just really amazing at this game, obviously. Oh, alright, question time. Where does this warp actually go? It puts me on this side of the room. So this is actually where I want to be. Because... Please tell me I can go left. I can go left. I can't go left. But I can make this work. I think. Wow, I think I know what they want me to do, and this is really clever and also slightly fiendish. I'm not sure if this is what's intended, so take this with a grain of salt. Wait, that's not what you're supposed to do. Maybe it is what you're supposed to do, because you can warp. So I need to figure this out. I need to do a little bit of a test here. Alright, so I'm gonna hit the switch. I'm gonna warp to the beginning. And I want to see if this saves the color positioning of blocks. Because if that's the case, 1, that's really clever, and 2, that's also really mean. And 3, if that's true, we might actually be on to something. Because if the blocks stay when you warp, we can get through here. Perfect. That's actually really clever, except not. Because I just realized what you're actually supposed to do, and I overthought this puzzle. We're supposed to just jump down. Oops. So heading back this way, what did I even do to set that up? I think this'll work. We're right here, so I hope this'll work. I'm not guaranteeing we're getting through this dungeon within the next part, hopefully the next 2, because it's starting to click now. And again, that's why I am liking doing these generally without using too much external help. For dungeons at least, because it is actually cathartic getting through a Zelda dungeon on your own. I say this as I'm lost again. Backing up. Okay, now I'm lost again. I had a brief moment of like, yeah, I think I can do this. And now I'm back to like, I have no clue what I'm doing. I think we have to jump down from like level 4 and fall all the way back down or something. That's probably really overthinking it. But I see something we can do. So we're gonna do that next time. So, actually, I think I'd be... I'll figure out what to do next time. So, thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for more The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening.